All right, so this week, the one thing I want to talk about is basics, right? I'm a huge fan of basics and meaning the basics in your content. Because when we're building content, we want, no matter if it's technical or not, you want to tell a story and you want one piece to build onto another. That's you take a person down a journey, whether it's just connecting with them as an influencer, or it is, trying to get them to use your software, whatever it might be. We have that. And so one of the things that we overlook consistently is the need for one-on-one content, right? And one-on-one in the university speak is like your first level stuff. And sometimes you got to get like an 8.0 and like an 8.0 content, right? And you got to take it down a notch because there's people who are starting at different levels of their journey or what you're trying to show them or what you're trying to enable them around. And we sometimes can't see the forest through the trees because we want to talk about the latest, greatest, and hottest thing out there. I mean, I do. I'd love to be talking, screaming AI at the core of it. But sometimes people are starting, 5 or 6 levels back, and they might need to hear those basics. Now, if you say, "Hold on, Rob, wait, stop," there's tons of like content around this out there. There's plenty of people who have done this different ways. Right. Well, put your own flair on it. Put your own spin on it. Put it the way that you learned it, because someone else might learn it that way, right? I like to learn certain ways, and there's certain people who will put out content, and I learn a lot from it because the way they deliver it is the way I need to consume it. And if someone's coming to your channel, they're searching for something, they're trying to find an answer to a question, or they might want to learn, see if there's a different way to learn a particular technology or whatever it might be. And so don't underestimate the power of those basics, because even though someone has 1,000,001 tutorials on, learning Kubernetes or learning what a pod is or learning what a container is, you might explain it in a way that resonates with other people because it resonated with you because you're able to teach it back. So when you look at the basics content that you have out there, it's really valuable for that. And so when you want to talk about that bigger, that more deeper technology down the road, take a step back and kind of write the prequel to get someone to that point, because not everyone's at the starting point you might think. So take it back a notch, take it back a further notch, right? If someone doesn't understand the basics of YAML, I mean, a video about, what are the basics of YAML? How do you conceptualize it? How do you deal with it if you don't like it, right? Because I don't like YAML. So with that being said, don't ever think that everyone's starting at that level. So review what you got, take a moment, and start building some of those 101, those 8.0 classes, make it simple, make them quick, right? Because someone out there is going to want to consume it. They've come to your channel, they're watching you on LinkedIn or Twitter or Twitch or whatever it's called, and they're trying to consume it, and it might resonate, and you might be explaining it in a way that certain people it clicks with. So next time you're thinking about, what am I going to talk about? I don't have, I don't have time to do something big. Just basic. So sometimes it's easier just to take it back to the basics and put it out there and just see what kind of traction you get. Let me know what you think in the comments. If you like this channel, obviously hit subscribe, and we'll see the rest of you guys in the community.